Good morning, friends. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessie. If you are new here, today I'm going to do my November budget with me, kind of show you what our November budget looks like. I feel like November is like pretty normal, which is great because the last couple months we've been traveling and all that kind of stuff. So this is like a look a little bit more into like a normal budget for us. Before we get into it, I hope you guys have been loving all the vlogs lately. I've really appreciated your feedback and what you guys are looking for in the vlogs and what you're enjoying, and I just love that like more people are watching this channel, not only for my budgeting videos but for just like everyday life. I like budgeting. I think it's a really helpful way to, you know, move forward, especially when you have a lot of debt like we do, but I also like to just like vlog and stuff like that. So I just noticed my beautiful little Harry Potter photo in the background. The background, you know, is a little crazy. You probably can't even see most of the craziness. This room is going to turn into the nursery at some point, and we're like in that weird little place where like nothing is figured out. Right now I do a budgeting video in the beginning of the month showing you, or toward the middle of the month, showing you what my next month's budget's gonna look like, and then I'll show you once the budget's over my budget recap, which is like, did my budget actually happen? Because I don't do a zero-based budget, so things fluctuate. If you've watched any of my other budgeting videos, you know this. I'm also kind of interested in doing a couple other budgeting and money related videos, like maybe even with Ben, because he basically just goes off of the budget that I create. And I think it'd be interesting to see like what he wishes we spent less money on, because he really doesn't look at this. So he kind of just follows what I tell him to. I'm definitely the spender in the relationship, even like groceries and stuff. I'm just usually the person picking that stuff up. So I feel like he doesn't spend much. And so every month he's like, where did all the money go? So if you guys are interested in just seeing like stuff from his point of view, or even just other goals and stuff we're going toward. If you guys haven't seen some of my other videos, I am pregnant. I am currently 7 months pregnant. I'm due in about 2 months. Right now we are focusing mostly on saving as much extra money as we can. We're not being super tight with our budget though, which we could be tighter. Jessie could be tighter with the budget. We are saving versus going after our debt, because I know some people believe that you should like pay off all your debt right away. We kind of tried the Dave Ramsey thing, and it was just like not good for our mental health or our relationship, quite frankly. So we are paying off our debt much slower, but right now we're focused on putting money toward savings. I have my own business, so right now I pay myself a salary and then I pay myself into our savings account. So technically, say my salary was $2,000 a month, I pay $1,000 of it to the account and $1,000 of it to savings. And like it fluctuates because I'm a freelancer, so I have like a couple clients that are consistent and then I have a couple that aren't as consistent. Yeah, so my money like fluctuates. And with going into pregnancy, I'm taking like a maternity leave, but I also don't really get a maternity leave because if I don't work for my clients, I don't get paid. So maybe I could do like a whole video on like how we're preparing for that. But I just want to let you know that we are focused on saving right now, although you won't see saving coming from this budget because it comes from my business budget. But yeah, so I'll show you this. Maybe I'll even show you where our savings and debt tracker is at. And yeah, I don't want to keep blabbing though for 5 minutes now. Let's jump into the video. Okay, here is my budget for the month. If you see me looking over here, I'm looking at my desktop. Also, for some reason, my mouse, the pad no longer works with it. So if you hear like, that's my mouse. Anyway, so as always, I always click out of like how much exactly we make, but we're expecting to bring in about $7,200 next month. That's without rollover or anything like that. Our fixed expenses are the same every single month. So if you watch these videos, you know that. As you know, that's kind of what a fixed expense is. They usually don't change. So our rent, renter's insurance, these are the three like TV apps that we use. Gym membership, which I really need to cancel because I don't go, and I probably won't go for a while. So I should cancel that. I'm gonna make this like yellow. But it's still, you know, $10. So Kindle Unlimited, I still pay for. It's $10.71 a month. Car insurance is $90.22 a month. Ben's phone is currently $117. I think it's actually more like $120 a month. We need to get him a new phone. His phone is like not working, but it's hard because he works full-time now. So we used to be able to like leave during the week and go places, and going to Verizon on a weekend just sounds like terrible to me. But we're gonna have to get him a new phone. So I don't know if that's gonna make the price go up or down, because we're gonna try to add him to my phone plan because I have a family plan with my family back home. So it might be cheaper, but I'm not really sure. We have to figure that out. These are 2 phone apps that Ben uses, and then our internet. So comes out to $2,071 a month, but that most of that is our rent. Moving on to our debt. This is also pretty fixed. The only thing that changes, which is why it's in yellow, is Ben's City credit card because of interest and stuff like that. This was the card that we were trying to pay off, but we decided that focusing on savings was more important right now. So we have only just been paying the minimum payment, which isn't great, but that's just where we're at right now. Once we have the baby and kind of get like a lay of the land of like what that's gonna look like, and if that like blows our savings or anything like that, then we'll figure it out then. So these are all the same currently. So with the student loan debt repayment, Ben and I both applied for it. His should clear, I think he has less than 10,000 on his loan. I have 16,000 on my loan. It'll clear his, it'll mostly clear mine. However, I haven't been paying my loan for the last 2 years. So this is actually gonna go up about $150 a month, which kind of sucks because I'm so grateful that we're gonna have like some of our debt paid off. Like truly, I'm really grateful about it. I'm just, the monthly payment is gonna come back that I haven't been budgeting for. So it's just like another payment we have to add it in. But in like, you know, the entire scheme of things, I'm grateful for it. So right now this is what we're paying. We have quite a few debts. If you guys are new here, capital loan is a personal loan that I have. These are Ben's credit card and his personal loan, car loan, and then these are all of our student loan debts. And I'll do this quickly so you guys can see. This is where we're at with our savings and debt tracker. So I haven't updated these, but I think they're pretty correct. So he still has about just under 5 grand on his credit card left, which sucks. This was actually a card that we weren't anticipating having to pay off. It was from his business, but he had to close down his business, and that didn't mean that his business's debt went away, so we had to take that on. My capital loan, which is my personal loan, is at about 11,000. His personal loan is 19,000. Both of those were credit card debt credit card and health debt. So yeah, that's where that came from. We just consolidated into a personal loan, so we weren't paying as high of interest, although our interest is still pretty high. Our car loan, we only have 1 car right now, and I actually think that that's like not a bad interest rate. Then these are all of our student loans. So he's only got $2,000 left on his Discover, and we pay like $50 a month on it. So we have $2,000 in our account that we could pay it, but like, you know, I don't want to do that right now because that's just doesn't make sense. This is the loan we're hoping gets like totally obliterated by the debt relief. This is the other loan that will get mostly obliterated by the debt relief, but we still have a $10,000 loan that he has and a $33,000 loan that I have. Oh, and the $2,000 Discover loan is actually a student loan. So we have $119,000 worth of debt. I have it broken out over here so you can see 35,000 of that is credit card and personal loan debt. somebody's mowing their lawn, sorry about that. And then our student loan debt is at 72,000. So when we get, say we get 20 grand, it should take us under 100 grand of debt, which would be great, but I wish there was some way that I could just like make it go away, you know? And then our savings, just for reference, I have 3 savings accounts in 3 different areas. So we have about $10,000 of savings right now. But that like goes up and down because, in fact, I don't even think this is correct now that I think about it. I think we have less than 10,000 because I just had to pay the OB fee, which was like $500. So I need to update that. But this is kind of just like our quick and dirty debt look. Going back here, our variable expenses, I'm assuming $750 for groceries next month, $150 for Costco, $250 for restaurants. That is a lot for food. We don't necessarily use it all. The entire Costco budget does not go to food. It goes to like household items too. This is definitely an area that we struggle in. These are the 2 areas that Ben likes to spend money in, and supplements, and I like to spend money at restaurants and coffee shops. So we struggle with that quite a bit. That's what the plan is for November. Medication and supplements, I'm just keeping around 200. Hopefully we won't actually need to spend that, but I like keeping it higher than lower. Supplements are actually what got us in a lot of trouble and in debt, because when Ben was sick, he was just like being told all these medications and supplements that he needed to buy, and they're so expensive. So, and I'm not talking about like going to Walgreens and getting supplements. We're getting like very high quality supplements, and they're very, very expensive. So it's a little bit of a triggering section for me. Household, I have at 100. Beauty, I have at 500 because I'm supposed to get my hair done next month. The one part of me doesn't want to get my hair done next month because I don't want to pay for it, and my hair is very expensive. It's like $400 to get done. I don't get it done very often. I get it done like twice a year, sometimes 3 times a year. But then I'm like, when am I actually going to be able to go in to get my hair done again? Like next April? Like when can you even leave a newborn? Like I have no idea, you know? So I'm still trying to figure that out. But as of right now, I have it budgeted $100 for personal spending. That's for like getting nails done or like buying, I don't know, random stuff. But we do go over on personal spending quite a bit, so that's an area that, ow, baby is moving, that I need to watch a little bit better. Therapy, I have 2 sessions next month, $25 copay, so it's $50, $0 in doctors because I just paid my OB fee, and I don't pay any copays because I paid a $600 OB fee already. I'm sure that we'll get hospital bills afterward. I'm not available to worry about that right now though. Utilities, 300. This might start to go down now that it's not so cold or hot. It takes a lot to cool down our house because it's terribly insulated. And it just is hot because it's hot here and the sun and all the things. And AC is more expensive than heat currently, or that's what Ben tells me, and maybe that's just because he wants me to not turn the AC down so much. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm hoping with it getting cooler, we've had to use the AC less, that maybe our utilities will go down a little bit, but I'm gonna keep it where it's at. Gas, 150. That is pretty typical with the higher gas prices, but I don't think we're going literally anywhere in November. So it'll just be like running errands, and we do like to take rides and stuff a lot and like look at houses and just like ride around, especially in the fall because it's so beautiful here and the weather's really nice. So yeah, but I don't know. We also are having some car issues, knock on wood, and I hope this isn't foreshadowing, but like we're gonna have to get that figured out at some point, but I just like don't want to deal with that. It's the whole reason I was terrified to buy a new car. Well, a new used car, because my old car had like 0 issues, but it was so small, and I just like didn't want to get a new car because I was afraid of what it was gonna do. I have some car, like, I don't want to use the word PTSD because that's, you know, but like car trauma, like mini trauma from just driving terrible cars my whole life and then breaking down all the time and me having to pay so much money for it. So now I get really anxious and just like pretend it's not happening, which is probably good. Anyway, moving on to Cora and Finn. Those are our golden retrievers, if you do not know. I have it for $250 because I'm remembering this month to budget for Cora's Apoquel, which is her allergy pills, which are $160 for every 2 months. So we'll have to buy that at some point in November. So I actually remembered to budget for that. I'm also hoping that their budget can go down a little bit in the future because she only gets her pills every 2 months, and then Finn is no longer on this payment plan that he was on for like over a year. So I'm hoping now that I can probably bring that down to like $100 a month normally, and then when we have Cora's, or even maybe less than 100, well, their food's pretty expensive. So yeah, say like $100 a month. I don't know, I'll figure it out next month and I'll let you know. Baby stuff, I have 500, and I put that like Black Friday over here. And also just like, we didn't get, well, we got a good amount off of our registry, but like not a ton. And there's like things that we really need. Like there's like a wrap that we need. We actually have like no newborn onesies and sleepers, so I need to get some of those. And I know that like babies get big quickly, but like we literally have 2. And usually people buy you like a lot of newborn stuff, but my family was smart and got me bigger stuff. However, now we don't have anything for newborn. And there's just like other things, like we don't have crib sheets. We don't have the crib yet either because my dad's building that. But we don't have like bassinet sheets. We don't have, like I don't have a nursing pillow, like just like little things. We don't have like pacifiers. We don't have those types of things. So yeah, I just budgeted, hopefully over budgeted, but I wanted to give myself the space to purchase things next month and to, if I want to buy anything on Black Friday, if like something is a good deal. The only thing with Black Friday is I am due December 21st. I don't know, obviously, when I'll give birth. Who knows? My mom went early with me by like 10 days. That doesn't mean anything though. So like, we'll see where it's at, but I would like to get most of the stuff ordered and set up in the next month and a half here. I'm filming this October 19th, so I would like to get like everything kind of ready so that December can just be anything that needs to happen last minute. Like I don't want to be trying to find pacifiers and bottles at that time, you know. Oh, miscellaneous, I just have 100. I don't know that we'll need that. And then this whole section is just like random expenses. They could go within variable expenses, but I kind of prefer pulling them out because like our Thrive Market subscription, which we never use. It's not because Thrive is great, but we just like haven't been using it lately, so we need to figure that out. But Amazon Prime, those types of things. Like I told you, savings right now, I'm pulling it from my business, which is why it looks like we're not putting anything to savings, but we will be. We don't have any travel in November. We won't be traveling for a while, so all of these are kind of staying empty. December, obviously the baby's born in December, Christmas is in December, and my sister's birthday is in December, so like I'll probably budget a little bit of money for that. We probably won't be getting much stuff for Christmas, obviously, because we'll be like focusing on other things. I don't know, I'll figure that out next month. But that is what our month is looking like. As you can see, this shows very little income remaining, so that is because like some of our savings is also for baby stuff if we need it. So if I go over baby stuff, then it is what it is. I'm also still deciding about my hair, if I'm gonna get it done or not. I want to get it done, but $400 to get my hair done is just like so expensive right now. And like, do I really care what my hair is gonna look like for the next 4 months? Probably not, but I don't know. Anyway, so that's where we're at. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed seeing what our November budget is gonna look like. It's actually kind of anxiety inducing to look at this because that means the next budget I do is for the month the baby will be here. And I am not ready. I am not ready. So I hope that you all enjoyed this video. let me know down below if there's anything that you would like to see from our finance stuff, and I'll see you in the next one.